His First Amendment rights give him the right to voice his own opinion, no matter how foul the things he says are. We have to let him speak his mind. And on all honesty, I think it's a good thing he's speaking his mind. I know some of you are looking at me like, aren't you black? And before y'all come for me, just hold up, just wait. I don't like anything that he says, but I understand that this is what needs to happen to improve the United States. A lot of people have hid their emotions and their true intentions and opinions because they were attacked for the hatred they spewed, and rightfully so. But in order to weed out the undercover racists, you need someone who's gonna empower them and reveal how they really feel. I'd much rather know my neighbor hates me than think we're all buddy buddy. So I can move my way and he can move his way.
So we just started. My name is Joseph Wergy, and I would like to welcome you to Sensical Intelligence. Like, honestly, it's been a couple years, but it feels good to be back. And I would like to introduce my guest for the podcast, Kobe Street.
How y'all doing?
Good. Got anything to say?
I've knew Joseph for a really long time, even though we went to different high schools, but we grew up together basically. He was a real strong guy. Dude was dunking. He was dunking at like 7th, 8th grade. Well, he on everything I love. Then you started dunking at like 7th grade?
Yes, it was 7th grade summer. 7th grade summer.
That was crazy. Like, I always tell my brothers, like, yo, I was like, he was dunking with ankle weights on. Like,
yeah.
Yo, what type of training regimen were you on at the time, dude?
So what happened was, like, going into the 8th grade summer, I had lost a whole bunch of weight and everything because I contracted ringworm.
Okay.
So I was down to all the way to like 120 at like 6 foot. I think I was like 6'1", say going to 8th grade. And so I started getting in the weight room, started lifting weights and everything. And then my bounce just took off from there a little bit. But
I'll never forget that day.
Yeah. So like, yeah, I know that I've known you since. What was it? It was like third. Who'd you have for 3rd grade?
Miss Brown.
Miss Brown.
I had Miss Brown back there. And if she ever watches this, I miss her so much.
Yeah.
Like, yo.
I remember meeting you formally in the summer program for it was 3rd grade going to 4th grade around that time. It was a summer program and stuff. And I remember you was complaining. You just wanted the AC on all the time.
Like, bro, it's hot, bro. Like, bro, you know, like, it's crazy because like years really go by and looking back at it, everything was funny. But you know, like at the time, all my life I've struggled with eczema. Yeah. So like now my eczema is really like it's done. I just have a lot of scars, mostly like on my neck and then like on my arms and stuff. But like, bro, my people don't understand. Like I had severe eczema, so like a hot room, bro, it was cooking me. It was cooking me bad. So I was like, bro, you gotta get me near a window, no grass, bro. Just put the fan on, bro. It was bad, bro. Now I laugh at it, but back then that shit was torture, dude.
It was torture because I remember feeling for him because you was always scratching,
bro. Always,
it was all the time. Because I was like, damn. I was like, oh, how bad is it? Like I didn't know.
Burned, itch, bro. It was like none. I tried everything in my power, bro.
Yeah, the bad. So. Today we're discussing the Charlie Kirk situation as it's been controversial as the fascist white supremacist was murdered in front of a group of college students in Utah while debating. I think as he was spewing his like hate and vitriol, his last sentence ended up deflecting from a point to gang violence before he was subsequently popped in the neck. And as a result, I think there's a divide among individuals of color on the situation. And to be honest, I wasn't calling for him to go out like that. However, I don't feel anything like after that it happened because he was an enemy of progress and he was just a hateful person. I don't think it was just like opinions. It was just like it was the way he conducted himself and the way he spread hate. So, like, what's your opinion on the situation?
I mean, I think that Charlie Kirk, interesting individual for sure. He kind of met his karma in a way, I would say.
Yeah.
And although I don't celebrate a death, but when you're advocating for hate and you're going around spreading, which is hate opinions, I would say, eventually that shit catches up to you. I thought he was a really interesting person when it came to the prove me wrong situation that he did, in which some of those students did, he would still feel like he was a superior because he can shout out a statistic really fast. Yeah. Which is, okay and cool, but at the same time though, how he conducted himself and how he went about things, especially in the tone that he always like was like a I'm right and you're wrong manner. It was just more so like it was only a matter of time.
It was only a matter of time for that something like that happened, and like it's very unfortunate. I really do feel for his kids because they're gonna grow up without a father, and it's not gonna be the same. I don't know if I can feel sorry for his wife because she knew what type of time he was on. What type of time he was on, and then I don't know if you've seen the video where she was talking about like his death and everything. I just think she was in shock. Yeah. I'm not sure if he was in shock or that just like how she is on a day-to-day basis. I'm just like pointing it to shock, but usually people like that are like that, like both parties, when someone's a very hateful, they usually marry someone who's very hateful, like who shares the same views as them. So it's just and like we can go through like some of the hateful things he said. One of the things he's claimed was the Democratic immigration policies are aiming to reduce the percentage of white people in America.
My apologies. Dad, can you close that door, please? Now close the door, please. Don't edit that out. That's gonna get the views right there.
That's gonna get the views.
One moment.
All right. Oh shit. I'm keeping that in. That's your funny as
Bro, you funny as shit. I swear I love my dad. Don't edit that out. That's real right there. That's real. Views.
So you remember what I said, or you need me to say it again?
I'm sorry. Yeah, let me repeat that again.
All right. So he claimed that the Democratic immigration policies are aiming to reduce the percentage of white people in America.
I would have to disagree because how can I put it? White people are a majority in America. They lead statistics in almost about everything except crime. When it comes to crime, they like to point that to us. So I don't think that the Democrats are aiming to lower white people in anything. What I do believe though is that they're trying to make our system a bit more fair. And we all know that if you are in the blue, you're kind of looked at as an enemy. But Republicans are interesting though. They're definitely interesting people. I think, they're trying to keep things within the system and within a group of certain people. So, I just kind of just let stuff rock. I'm an individual or like a independent voter. I only vote when I know I can see progress in one another. And unfortunately, that has not been for quite some time, in my opinion, probably since Obama. So,
last time we hear progress.
Because
I'm also like an independent voter. So like I'm for everything, like I'm moderate. I'm not Republican. I'm not Democrat. I am left leaning just because when you're educated, you believe in like certain ideals that should be upheld. And also Also, like obviously you have some Republican ideals as well,
Yeah.
but so as someone in the middle, it's hard to necessarily pick a side. When it comes time for elections and everything, and I just thought, like, honestly, Trump, like, saying it now, I really thought Trump. Well, at the time, I really thought Trump was gonna make things a lot worse than whatever it is, and that's what's actually happening now. Is the economy's shrinking and inflation's going up, and like there's less jobs being
the job
circulating
market right now is really bad, dude.
Rough.
I can't even explain to you how that bad that is. Since I've been working since I was like 16, like in the real working world, getting a W-2.
Yeah.
And I can tell you right now, like, it definitely wasn't how it was a couple years ago. Like,
definitely not.
They're I'm just saying, like, maybe your most basic job is requesting some type of degree. And
yes.
To perform that.
It's like a lot of entry level jobs are getting replaced with AI
or and stuff like that. So,
they're just trying to simplify it. I think it's going to come to a point where where we get universal income.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there's going to be a rocky time period between that happens, and it'll be like a whole bunch of people just can't pay bills at all, and another recession like 2008.
It's bad right now. The market is bad. Inflation is terrible. Everything is the housing market. Like, as I get older, I'm starting to look more into properties and understand real estate, and it's like textbook shitty. I'm not even joking. Like what our parents was looking at back then, I wish what it was like now. Like, you know what I mean? 100,000, 150,000 for a decent property. Now they're requesting $250,000. You're like, for that? Yeah.
Like,
I ain't got it. So,
I ain't got it at all.
Bad.
Hold on. I had to see how to put it side to side. I don't know. It's all good. But he says he was critical of Jewish people as well, anti-Semitism, which is weird because he supported the genocide in Gaza. So I don't know. He said Jewish donors have been the number one funding mechanism of radical, open border, neoliberal, quasi-Marxist policies.
I think that he's not too far off from that. I guess in the sense of like what they own and how powerful they are.
Yeah.
Like, when it comes to Jewish people, they're the richest people, I think. Besides us, we're the richest when it comes to worth.
Yeah.
But those Jews are everywhere. Hollywood, Universal, they're everywhere. They're the computers that we're on.
Yeah.
Like they're everywhere. So, when it comes to Jewish people, I don't know, man. There's some powerful people because they're everywhere. Yeah. They own everything. So I don't know if he's too far off from that.
Nah. There's another thing I'm sorry.
No, he's good. The anti-Semitic concerns that he had, don't really agree with him on that.
Yeah, I guess he implied they own, like you said, they own colleges, the movies, Hollywood, and stuff like that. Like they do. Like, but I think I don't think it's a bad thing though. Because when they came over during, I think, World War II, a lot of them came over after World War II. They got to work.
They did.
And you can't. They I guess how they work is they work within their community. They work within.
Omar be talking about.
They work only within their community. They'll work with each other and piggyback on each other. And I think if let's say if like Black people were able to do that, like we tried in the past, they tore it down.
Yeah, and they got rid of all of our leaders, like
all. Yeah. CIA.
The CIA,
CIA was
they went ham in them 70s, boy. They were going crazy.
They was going to work. They was going to work for real. Like
they tore us up. No lie. We would have had him though. Had not Malcolm got killed and MLK and Fred Hampton and all of them. Oh yeah, we'd have been on a roll. Especially with Malcolm and Fred Hampton, we'd have definitely been on a roll. But, you know, they had to get him out of there. So
they had to get him out of there. It was like, was it Huey Newton as well?
Yeah, Huey P. Newton. He was up there. Who else was up there? It was a big name I'm leaving off. It's another one up there. Got the name. It's on my tongue too. Pause. But yeah, Louis Farrakhan.
Louis Farrakhan, yes.
Louis Farrakhan. Yeah, he's up there too.
And I honestly think that like it's harder for us to work together nowadays, as like I think the CIA they done succeeded in their mission to destabilize us. Unfortunately, but I think we still work together. Like if we want to help one another, I think things will get better for the community as well.
I believe so too. Wake up, everybody! Wake up! Stop doing wrong. OMG! I couldn't wait to get on that platform and say that.
Yeah.
Wake up!
Wake up! And he called global warming a hoax and suggested there's no factual data to back it.
That is not true. Global warming is literally a thing. There's no reason why it should be 80 degrees in November. It's 75 degrees in November. That's literal science. He lost me on that one. Like I said, that's a really interesting human being. He could say a wrong. You ever hear somebody say you can say something wrong but be confident and it sound right?
It sound right.
That's Charlie Kirk.
That's Charlie Kirk. They be eating it up every time.
He'll be saying that with full confidence. They be like, yeah, whole time he's wrong. But if you say it with confidence, you got him. You stir him up every time.
Every time.
That was him all the time.
Yeah. So his thing, he compared abortion to the Holocaust and said abortion is worse in some remarks. No.
I'm gonna. This is just for the ladies out there.
Yeah.
You do what you do with your body. That's me and what I stand on. I mean, I understand in some situations you have to get rid of it. And I understand in some situations you can keep it. But,
should leave it up to them.
I leave it up to the ladies on that one. It's not my body.
Not their body. Are you? You want to do this one? The one we talked about earlier.
We can. I have my full opinion on that. I think it might be a little controversial, but we can.
Yeah, that's a good. So you say Kirk argued that there are only two genders, calling transgenderism or gender fluidity lies that hurt the people. And I'm not like against that opinion, because I don't know, I was raised Catholic, and I just seen a man and woman just love each other in my household and stuff like that. And that's all I see. I don't see like all that, like, oh, you were born a boy and like you want to cross over to that. I kind of look at it with a little side eye, because that's not how I was raised. But like, what do you think about it?
I think that, this is just a general opinion. When it comes to the well-being of the Black community, we have to keep making sure we can reproduce and be okay. And so that means that that's going to take a man, a biological man and a biological woman. Now, how you want to live your life?
Do you?
Your business. I don't hate you. And honestly, I got a really close friend who's transgendering. He's smart as hell though. He just finished up his degree in psychology. He's going on to his master's for something like clinical psychology, something like that. She is killing it. But again, like just let him rock out. Like I just, for the well-being of, the Black community, I really think we should be real with ourselves. Stop forcing that on the kids. In my opinion, no reason why 11 and 12-year-olds should be thinking that they're ready to cut off their genitalia. That's just me personally,
No reason. Like, I honestly think that liberal media or like liberals in general should stop focus on the backdoor shenanigans. That's what I'm gonna say.
Honestly, no, seriously.
That's what I'm gonna say. They should let the backdoor shenanigans go. And honestly, if they want to win the next election, let it go. Let it go. His views on MLK and civil rights history. So he said that MLK had been defied and that some accounts have exaggerated or romanticized civil rights figures, including MLK, was a mythological anti-racist creation of the 1960s. He also argued that MLK is part of finding the scared crow of modern America.
Mr. Kirk is interesting. I'm gonna keep saying that throughout this because he's a really interesting person. Although I've never really watched a lot of him, but the more we talk about and the more I hear, I find him to be really Looney Tuny, really badly. We all know what at least in my opinion, I know what MLK stood for and what his mission was, and unfortunately he was taken away from us. The Scarecrow is crazy. I think because how maybe MLK approached his work.
Yeah.
But Malcolm was a little bit more dominant and demanding.
Oh no, finding the sacred cow. You said MLK is part of finding the sacred cow of modern America. Is that dyslexia? But
I don't think I agree with that.
Yeah. He also called, because to me, MLK, he stood for a lot. He was a powerful leader who wanted like peace among us. But during the time when he was alive, he was the most unpopular man in America, and they all wanted him gone because he was changing stuff. And how people they don't like change.
No, unfortunately.
And I think it's bad that they're comparing Charlie Kirk to MLK. I'm like, bro, they didn't even stand for the same thing. MLK stood for peace and unity.
Yeah.
Charlie Kirk, he was divisive. He was a divisive fascist white supremacist who used his platform to brainwash a lot of people and prevent them from thinking clearly.
I would go as far as to say he's a dictator.
Yes.
I mean, that's why I would go as far as to say he's a dictator. I mean, and when you're a dictator, you gotta stay far away from me because that, starts to gear people towards doing things that they're not supposed to be doing. Remember when Trump got in the first time?
Oh my God!
And white people started showing their ass.
Bro, when I was in private school, a Catholic private school, and the amount of white people that they got so bold with the racism. They got
so bold. I'll never forget that time.
I'll never forget it. I
lived down with my father in a predominantly white community, and I vividly remember motherfuckers had not the Confederate flag.
Confederate flag, yeah.
All over their balconies, and then you got the yellow John with the snake. That indicated something. I was like, nah. But they were all over though. And then you had the Trump flags, of course, all over the balconies. Yeah. And I was just like, man, if they could light a cross on some of these people's yard, they probably would. They would go that
they'd do it. They'd go that far.
It was scary times though. Scary times.
Cause I was looking around, I was like, bro, what the hell? I had to deal with this every day. And
MAGA hats, that was crazy. When Trump first got in, they really showed their ass.
They showed their ass. You know how much merch they bought?
Oh yeah, and they still do buy it. Like,
Buy it every
they
day.
go crazy.
Like, so do you think that every person that voted for Trump is a racist, or you think people that consider themselves MAGA?
Um, do I think every person who voted for Trump is racist? No, but at the same time, you're contributing to like a destruction within yourself, especially if you're black. Like
Yes.
if you're black and you voted for Trump, you're kind of nutty to me. That's why I just say like I'm independent. Like
yeah,
no party gets my vote, but because I have my opinions on both of them. I don't think Democrats should do this. I don't think Republicans should do this. But I think that if you voted for Trump and you support his needs for America, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah,
especially if you're like a minority, there's definitely something wrong with you.
I know
the
people
minute
that
he got in the office, he started getting them out of there. He sent ICE on a mission. Like, you know what I mean? He was getting them immigrants out of there. And the immigrants who led the first in statistics, which was most of the Latinos and the Latinas, he was getting them out of there. So I don't be understanding that.
I don't understand either. Because when the election did happen, I blame the Latinos. I was like, yo, this is your fault.
Yeah.
Because
they showed their ass that year too.
Showed their ass that year. What was that? It was literally last year.
Yeah.
I remember it because I remember it because I was staying at my brother's place, and when I came home and everything, I went to class that day. They canceled class just because he won.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
I don't know, man. That's just I'm always gonna stand on that though. Like, he comes from his parents are former Klan members. You know what I mean? I always tell people that, like, go Google it. It's on Google. It's on the Google platform.
I know that for real.
Yeah,
I knew that
his parents are former Klan members. Like, his mom and his dad were a part of the KKK. The man was born into a rich family who thrived off killing black people. God, I don't understand. Like, that's what he was born into. That's his core. So that's always going to be his main goal too, is to get anything colored out.
So, yeah. And then, wait, I know you're in school as well. So how do you feel about the rollbacks on the amount of financial aid you can get?
Man, listen. School being expensive already as is, you know what I mean? And they're trying to like keep money away from people that need it. That's not good, man. Like, that's really one of the biggest reasons I went into the military too, was because like I needed some type of support. I had to break my back for it, but I needed it though, like, because come on, man, I don't got the bread to be giving to a tuition $15,000. I mean, it's nothing. That's cheap, but like I don't got that though, dude. I don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A lot of people don't. I don't have it either.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna rely on it when I want to, go to professional school as well.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm gonna have to take out more private loans because there was a time where the tuition for graduate school wasn't as high because the amount of administration they had to match like wasn't there. So as they added more administration, they added more tuition. And realistically, they're not going to sit here and fire all these people. What they're going to do is just keep it the same and let you take out those private loans and get yourself deeper into debt until somebody actually comes in and steps in, unless they're going to step in and actually be like, oh, this is what the tuition needs to be if you want to still be in the institution. See, like, I would like the idea of them, cutting the financial aid if they came up with a solution so people can still go to school.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, school's number one priority, especially like nowadays, man. Like, they're making like I said, entry level jobs where some jobs don't really be even requiring a degree. You gotta grab something. So, unfortunately, yeah. I think that's just how it's gonna be moving forward though. Like, college is kind of gonna be like mandatory.
Yeah.
that trade, they took it away, and it kind of killed it. It kind of became extinct. Like, we was able to, you know, at one point we was able to come out of high school and live well.
Yes.
With trades and stuff that we learned in high school, from wood shop to plumbing to, you know, electrical work. You know what I mean? Like, now all them, you know, programs are gone. Can't even learn that shit no more. So, you know,
exactly. Yeah. And it's just a shame what, you know, countries become, because, like, you know, my parents came over here in the 80s and seen it as a land of opportunity, and I still see it. I see it as that, but it's just harder to get to that other side you want to get to where you don't have to worry about money. You don't have to worry about where your kids are and shit like that.
Absolutely. And, you know, us being colored, like, you know, we gotta definitely work 20 times as harder as the other person, regardless of who's next to you. You know that when we select our race on an application, or if we're showing up to a test or anything, we got to put in 150% compared to the person who's putting in that 100%. Yeah. So, you know, we always got to go that extra mile. So, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So I got to fix my resume for real. Like, I got to take my face off my resume. I think that's what it is. Because they see, because my name is Joseph. So, and like my last name to a lot of white people don't sound Nigerian.
Yeah. How do you pronounce your last name again?
Oh, the African way you pronounce it for you know, for Nigerians would be Nweji, but a lot of people just could say Nwerji. Nwerji. Okay. So it sound, I guess in a way, it kind of sound I don't know, let's say it sound a little Italian or something like that, but it don't sound like necessarily African to the ear of a person who doesn't know it. So yeah, I said I take my face off my resumes. I think that's what's killing me right now.
Yeah, man. Like, come on, we always the last select. Like, honestly, you know, it's a pain, but that's why, again, like, you know, why I went into the military. The military gave me some advantages over, you know, the average candidate, because now, like, when I put in a job application, you know, I could select the military, so I know my application is getting pulled first over that person. Yeah. So that is one of the advantages that I am grateful for.
I like to say thank you for your service as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't just do it for me. I'm always doing it for my people. I'm trying to set the example. You know what I mean? Absolutely. Hopefully, it won't go on the board no time soon.
I hope so. It's like I pray y'all don't, because the way Trump talking that shit,
he's sending people left and right and pointing us. He's getting a little too crazy.
Yeah, and so, like, a lot of things, I'm not gonna act like I didn't do this, because I did. A lot of people were making fun of the situation, because the reason I did it was because when George Floyd got killed, a lot of people were like, oh, I can't breathe, and shit like that, making jokes about it. And you know what demographic was doing it. You know exactly what demographic was doing it. And one of the things that Charlie Kirk did was he wanted to free of Derek, is it Chauvin or what is it? I don't remember. The police officer that killed him.
The one he wanted him free. Chokehold, right?
Yeah. He had him in chokehold with foot on his neck. And he wanted him, Charlie Kirk wanted him free. That's one of the things he actually said as well.
That's an insult to Miss Floyd's family.
Exactly. And it's just, I don't know how to explain it, but like,
I mean, he got his viral moment. He asked for it.
He asked for it.
He got his viral moment. I'm not saying that, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not celebrating his death and everything, but, you know, he got his viral moment. Everybody gets their viral moment. When you're on that high, right, and you're looking for, you know, that social media moment. He got his.
Boy, and then, like, you know how it is for those grifters. A lot of the family, he's gonna make so much money off the GoFundMe. So much money. He don't need it. He already got 3 houses.
He doesn't need it. You know what I mean? And I just find that so crazy how, like, they can, even, like, this is kind of about to be like a little off topic, but, like, even like when, like, the OnlyFans people be putting those GoFundMes and people really be contributing to it. I'd be really amazed at it. I really do.
I'd be amazed at it. I was like, yo, this is really easy. It's not that hard to make money out here. Like,
crazy. You gave this random girl you don't even know $10,000. Like it's nothing.
You gotta free my people.
We gotta free us, man. We gotta unlock this. This is really important. Once you break it out and you're like supreme conscience, bro, you just be like, okay, we know this is not the right thing to be doing.
Yeah.
I don't know though. It's social media though, man. Again, like that's a whole nother topic within itself. How I feel about social media is probably not how the average person feels about social media. I think it's a bittersweet situation when it comes to social media platforms.
How do you feel about it?
I think social media it can be one's downfall for sure, i.e. a Charlie Kirk. Especially when what you're preaching and then what you're advertising is not necessarily one to benefit one's life or motivate them. I don't even see how any white people are motivated by Charlie Kirk, truthfully, but they're really ignorant people though, and we all know that. So you know what I mean? They just, again, they stay within their community, so they're gonna support it if he was saying that wiping your ass isn't a good thing. You should stay shitty when you get off the toilet. Like if he said something like that,
they go for it.
They would go for it. They'd be like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, it's a point. Let's just not wipe our ass anymore. You know what I mean?
Like
but,
they,
you know,
I don't mean to be racist, but you know, their hygiene not there.
It's like
not there.
I would just say like that was just an example. You know what I mean? So it's like, but I think that social media definitely, especially for us right now. If I'm just speaking, specifically for Black people, it is definitely our downfall. Especially if you're not using it for something like this, like a platform that's trying to educate people and motivate people and get a better sense of direction in life. If it's not something like that, then I wouldn't recommend social media. I would keep your head either in a book or try to figure out life without it.
Yes.
I went on like a 2-year hiatus. Like I didn't do social media for 2 years.
I remember that.
My page.
I remember that because I was like, oh, didn't I follow you before?
Yeah, like I deleted my page. I was off it. I had to clear my mind. And no cap, dude, like life got better. It got better. It was more peaceful. Yeah, way more peaceful.
That's what I believe as well. Like, social media is, in ways, is poison. But at the same time, that's how you keep up with current events.
Oh yeah.
Because without it, like you out the loop, and it's not bad to be out the loop, but you need to know what's going on if you want to speak on certain topics.
Absolutely.
Can't be out here ignorant. And I think it's a downfall of a lot of Black people because for example, the Shade Room. Oh my, I got them blocked because it's like the most cantankerous. It's the most cantankerous like Instagram page I've ever seen in my life.
I don't like the Shade Room. I don't even like certain Black people podcasts. Like I think Joe Budden.
Oh my
God! I was liking it at first, but then he started becoming like real
ignorant.
Real ignorant. I would say that's the word I'm gonna stick to. Like real ignorant. I was like, okay, you're just doing this for a view. You know who I do like when I see on podcasts? Tony Yayo.
Tony
Yayo, yeah, that's my man. Yeah. Tony Yayo keep it real on any platform. Like I was liking Matt Hoffa's platform for a while. He was doing pretty good. Then he started being real ignorant when he started saying certain things like Eminem. And I'm like, here we go. This might be the controversial moment. I like Eminem, but he ain't even got nothing on. Like, cause I really enjoy our culture, like our hip hop culture for one. So like, Eminem not better than like a Rakim. He's not better than LL Cool J. You know what I mean?
I think it just sells more because he was around Dr. Dre at the time he was coming up and everything, and a lot of white people listen to him. Yeah, that's what it is. Like I like Eminem, but I don't think he's better than a lot of folks. Like I think for bars, maybe for bars, but
for a rap battle, dude is raw.
Yeah, dude is raw.
He's but like, for a rap battle, he's different.
But making music, in terms of making music that people can listen to and consistently, not
like,
really.
I'm not getting in the car and saying, "Yo, throw in that new Eminem." I'm not. I'm just not.
Maybe like 15 years ago.
Yeah, maybe. But
like, nah. He lost it. He done lost it.
Absolutely.
Who else? I think that I don't know if the Republican Party is gonna be around. I say it'll still be around as like 15 years from now for everything they're doing right now. Like these next 4 years will impact the U.S. for another 20. All these policies that they're making and everything, but I don't know. I think it's at a point where it's eating its own tail.
Yeah, I can see that. I actually like that a lot. That was a nice what is that analogy?
Yeah,
I would like that. That was nice.
It's eating its own tail, and like I think like it's dying, and it's not as popular as it once was. But like, there's always going to be someone who's going to be a right winger and with policies. But I don't think the American people can let something like this, like the Trump election, happen ever again.
This is his second term, right? Trump's his second term. And what year is he on? Damn, I haven't really been. He's my boss, but I definitely don't be following what the man's doing though.
This is the last election was in November.
Yeah.
So this is only 1 year so far.
So he's not. Is he gonna do? Since it's his second term, he can only do these 4 years. Or he's doing the full 8 years.
No, just do the second term. So just do another 4 years basically.
Do another 4 years. Okay.
Yeah. This is it for him.
Crazy.
Only 2 terms you get. But he's I think he's gonna try to change it and be like, oh, we gonna change it to like a third term or something like that. You're probably gonna wait for it, but
I think Trump enjoys being president. The man likes it because he's Trump enjoys being president. He likes he's a businessman. So like anytime he can get an opportunity to capitalize on it and that make sure that his family's gonna eat, he's gonna do it.
Yeah, you don't do it. So how do you feel about like people changing their mind over time? So like there was a time where I believe that just let anybody say what they want just so you know what you're dealing with. But as I got older, I was like, I honestly think like some people should have a gag over their mouth. They shouldn't be allowed to speak because some of the things that they're spewing is very influential, it's hateful, and it's also causing a lot of bad things to happen.
Yeah, absolutely. The power of the tongue is real. Me being a Muslim, which I've been for nearly almost 2 years now, I've learned that when you say things out loud, they definitely do, come true. And then when you're around people, they listen, regardless if you think they're not listening. Like your biggest hater will be listening to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So how I look at life and how my mind has always been is like I always try to hear a person out regardless. You know what I mean? Because I realized that, and this is just me when I was younger, like I'm 24 now, but when I was younger I was closed-minded, and that comes from being ignorant and not being as educated. I try to always keep an open mind now, regardless if I don't like it or not, because it keeps a balance between how you want to live your life and how life kind of should be in a way. So it keeps a decent balance. And honestly, that's just how I feel. I think more people should be open-minded, a little bit more peaceful. A lot of people are more into like dominance and like how you think you should be on this type, and this is the way you should live, which is fairly irrational. And I don't like irrational people. But I think for sure more people should steer more towards that direction of being open-minded, because it's definitely it's more peaceful. You live more peaceful, what I mean, and you're more accepting of people, even in their wrongdoings. You don't hold it up above their head, but definitely.
So I'm definitely open-minded in a sense, like there's nothing I won't think about doing, in a sense, like as long as it's like beneficial, to be like, oh, this could help you, like I'll think about doing it, or I'll look at it as well. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm never gonna do that, I'm never gonna like even consider that. I like to keep my mind open, because when you open your mind to endless possibilities, a lot of good comes in, I'd
Absolutely.
say. But how I feel about like people, let's say, spewing the racist rhetoric around is like, because like my first video on here was about it was about Trump, but it was like, if those people want to say what they want to say, just let them say it and keep it at that. But then like over time, I seen like these people like get so bold to the point where they don't care what they saying.
Yeah.
And what they're doing to people. And I think like, I don't want to censor people, be like, oh, because I really think censoring people is wrong, because I think people should have their freedom of speech, but I think freedom of speech and hate are two different things.
Absolutely. One thing I can say, as a people, I think we've been abusing freedom of speech.
Yes.
It's like I said, like when you're saying wrong things with confidence, people be like, "Oh yeah, no, that makes sense."
That makes sense. Like,
you know what I mean? It doesn't make no sense at all. I find that to be like, really crazy how a person can lower themselves to that person's level of intelligence and agree with them. And I think it's really truly because one may not believe in themselves, so they gotta tag along with a person, to feel like they're a part of something. And again, like I think for more of us, like for more Black people, we should definitely be trying to educate one another and just really just stick together when it comes to that type of stuff. Yeah, for sure.
So how do you feel? Let me think my question. I forget my question. Do you have any questions? Like,
I definitely do got a couple questions. I think for one, what made you come up with this, man? Like I feel like you were quiet when we were young. You were quiet, but then like you kind of grew. Like I said, like you grew into this person that wants to share his knowledge and spread his knowledge. I find that to be like really interesting. I love when I see like person that I grew up with like do something so spectacular, and I think this is like what you're doing is real empowering. And honestly, I'm definitely a supporter of you for sure.
Yeah, thank you. So one thing, what made me like come up with it was like I was tired of not sharing my opinion, because people would ask me for my opinion and hear me speak. They were like, "Oh, you speak so eloquently, like you're like level-headed when you speak. You don't speak out of your ass and everything." And so like from there, like I was like, why don't I speak up? Like this is like something I have to learn to like step out my shell and everything and be myself, and just getting comfortable with yourself over time. That's why I decided to like make a podcast that would spread knowledge and not like necessarily be one of those typical podcasts where they're just doing everything for entertainment. Everything's jokes. Like I'm never been like a type to be like a class clown or anything like that. Like I'll do funny shit here and there, but I'm not someone who wants to be known as someone who's ignorant. I like to be like known as someone who's intelligent, and their opinion will get you thinking.
Absolutely. Yeah. 100%. That's definitely fire. I ain't gonna lie. So I like the progression of that and the development for sure. Yeah.
Thank you. So like what made you want to like, get on the platform today? It's something you haven't done before.
Yeah, this is definitely a first for me.
Bro, you're so comfortable with it, for real.
Yeah. I've always wanted to get into this type of stuff because I was a film major, but again, man, I haven't cracked out of my shell. And I guess this is like me like peeking out of my shell, like coming on this platform and spreading my opinions on things. But I've always wanted to do stuff like this though. I have my passion is film. I love film, man. When it comes to like horror movies and the directors and all of that. Like I love the production part of everything, and I'm trying to learn computers more better. That's why I'm a cybersecurity major, and once I finish my cybersecurity degree, because I'm gonna finish it. I ain't gonna lie, that shit is hard. You don't lie. That Linux ain't no joke.
Oh
bro.
my god, I hopped on Linux because my computer wasn't working. I couldn't find out the problem. I ended up finding out the problem was the fan wasn't directly connected onto CPU. That's why I ended up finding out. But when I was trying a new software, I was trying to learn Linux, and there's a workaround for everything. Like it's not user friendly yet at all.
Bro, you ain't never lie.
Which one did you try?
Man. That's no, he sent me the codes and stuff today.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, but like he wants us to start coding, like he already. And I'm just like, yo, like what do you? So like he gave us like all these notes and stuff about like units and the shells and stuff. Like it's like 8 different shells to Linux. Like there's the Z shell. I'm just looking at this and I'm like, oh. This is interesting. It's gonna be challenging for sure because like I'm really trying to still understand everything.
Yo, it's a whole nother language for real.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay. So this is what Joseph was talking about.
Yo, because I was looking up, I was trying to get on DaVinci Resolve on it. It took me 2 days.
I'm familiar with that software. That's that's like what the film people use to edit like films, like actual films that we see in movie theaters. It's a big editing software and it's really like comprehensive and complicated.
So that's what I use. So I was trying to download it onto Linux Mint. I think it's Mint Cinnamon or whatever.
Yeah, that's one of the distributors. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I couldn't. It took me 2 days to get it on there. And once I got it on there, I could barely get it to work. I'd have to restart my computer every time I exited it out.
Oh damn.
It will only start up one time. And then when you try to upload your videos into that, you need to put it into a different codec, so it could work. And I'm like, how do people even use Linux efficiently?
I mean,
they gotta be coders or something. Like,
according to what I just learned in class, literally 2 days ago, Linux is used by Amazon, eBay, Google. Everybody uses Linux to an extent. Like all of this that we're looking at, Linux is contributing to it somehow, some way. And that blew my mind because I'm just like, what? But the more the more I'm in this class, the more I'm like, yo, like cybersecurity honestly definitely is really anything IT. You know what I mean? It's gonna that's next level type stuff, and that's why I took the pivot that I did. Although I really still do love film, I think that learning about computers more is about to be like that's gonna be everybody's go-to in a little bit.
So I'm learning a little bit of Python because I want to be able to develop an app where it analyzes the gait of individuals.
Okay.
So like so you see like the way Zion Williamson walks and everything. How he got a little hitch to his step.
Yeah.
So like from there you would just know that he would always be injury prone because of the way he walks. Same thing with Derrick Rose.
Man, yeah.
So I want to develop an AI model and base it off of a really good gait, like way somebody walks. So like just see somebody walking a video and stuff like that, and then the video itself should they say gather information from there and be like, oh, you have this problem, you should probably get checked out by a physical therapist.
Yo, that's tough. I ain't gonna lie, like monitoring somebody's movements and then gathering that information. Yeah, that's tough. I'm tracking that one.
Yeah. So like that's something that I want to learn to code for. I want to learn how to code for that as well. But it's no joke. Like you gotta remember too much.
Cybersecurity languages that's a lot. That's a lot of memory, I would say. Like for sure, a lot of memory. You gotta remember a lot of stuff. And but I'm up for the challenge though. I'm definitely determined. So
I don't even know how we got on that tangent, but
yeah,
it was a pleasure, having you on the podcast and
Absolutely.
everything. I would love to have you again, honestly, if you're up for it.
Absolutely. I'm really thankful for you allowing me to come on your platform. It's definitely been an honor, for allowing me to spread my knowledge. I'm hoping,
Yeah.
We get our viral moment. Hopefully,
Yeah.
more people share your platform around. You know what I mean? Hopefully, you get more people, at least the people that we grew up with, come on here and spread their knowledge. I be wanting to see what the people that we grew up with. I be wanting to hear their opinions.
I be want to hear their opinions too, because like I be wanting to get it set up, and they be getting scared. Like some of them be getting scared about it. Like
I'm not, because I know how to filter myself, but I also do know how to get a point across though, without being like, yeah, Kobe, I can't post this, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I can't post this, man. This is gonna get us like all types of crazy feedback.
Yeah,
I know how to filter myself.
Yeah, I really appreciate that. Like for real. Like you came on here like you wasn't shy or nothing. Like you just came prepared. You had to say what you had to say. You got right to it. Like if you ever want to start your own thing, like I think you'd be really successful with it. And like,
man, I appreciate it.
What was that book? The book that you wanted us to read?
Oh yeah, it's for all my people, all my people out there. Y'all need to dive into this autobiography on Malcolm X. It's really important. Okay, it's gonna help you look at life differently.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that on my Kindle so I can read it.
People look at Malcolm as a black supremacist. Isn't that crazy? There's no such thing.
No such thing. We don't have enough power.
There's no such thing. Can't be a supremacist without no power.
And well, thank you.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, this has been the resurgence of Sensical Intelligence. It was good to be back. Your host Joseph Nwerji, my guest Kobe Street. I would like to thank him for being here. And honestly, it was just a good talk all around. I think it was very productive.
Absolutely. I think we definitely touched a lot of topics, and we're definitely going to open a lot of people's minds on what we...
Wait, your audio is off.
Can you hear me?
Did I hit something? Did you mute yourself?
No. Can you hear me?
Oh snap! I think my headphones. I don't know. My headphones might have disconnected, but it's all good. I don't know. I'll try to fix it.